0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 16. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And some room to maneuver. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. The 40. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, LA.
Cooper Kupp,
75 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 54 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 58 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now Jones. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they try the sweep to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from his first. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he slings one that's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On play action, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 61 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Rolling to his right. finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Slot, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The final shot before the break. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, That'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that's complete to Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And his throw is incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Rolling to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
Oh, we got plenty
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And now off off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Would it be Frank, CD? This is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. On first down, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Barnes. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. Buying time to his left. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Packers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch.